How's it going? Thanks for joining me. I often say in my videos there's no way to fuck it up. And that's correct, because the candy cane is showing you that Jesus the Son is putting his light downward into a hole. It's bending it into a hole. This is very, very simple. There's really no way to screw it up. You see X marks the spot at the center of the dish. If you ask an Indian who's the Father, he's going to point at the Son and tell you it's the Sun above your head. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the green astral jet shooting out of the hole at the center of the dish. Okay? I remember seeing people wear charms like this, pointing down. Everything is pointing to this way out. You set up your wreath, showing you the doorway out, and the only other time you see a wreath is at a funeral. They're telling you need to get to this holy hole before you're dead. And I'll tell you, listen, this is really on everything. It doesn't matter what I look at. Look at this. They put the cross. It's like they're always pointing in all these different symbols I'm going to go through right now. You're going to see. Hold on. All right. They're showing you where you need to get into. It's like the dome. Okay. We're under the dome. We need to go into the holy hole at the center of the dish. So now when you look at this cross now, again, upside down, they're pointing to where we need to go. So I know a lot of you guys don't want to let go of NASA and stuff and all this stuff, but look, somebody was throwing this away, and I said, hey, can I just grab that real quick? Because of the cube. You see the cube there? They show you the cube at the North Pole of Saturn. And what's kind of neat is that, you know, I'm going to show you in a second, hold on, that people can't see what's hiding in plain sight. You know, you see the pentagrams and everything, and when you turn it upside down, it's pointing to where you need to go, the center of the dish, where every compass points to. The most important thing that you can do is keep your eyes on the prize, and it's not what you believe. What do you intend to do about this? You're going to sit around, just burn out, and you're just going to get old and die. That's not what you were. That's not why you're supposed to be here, people. You're here, and you're supposed to be drinking from the living waters and not having to go through this. You're supposed to be a super being, an interdimensional being. This was all stolen from you. All right? There's a book of life with 144,000 names in it. What I'm explaining to you is that above the waters, there's 144,000 pods with 144,000 living beings that need to get back to those bodies before they die. The rest of the people in here are already dead, and they've been uploaded into a computer, their consciousness, and they can't get out. There's no body to go back to. Okay, so the Book of Life has 144,000 names. Okay, and what I see, those are the names of the people who spilled their blood over their intent to bring forth heaven on earth. So it's not that we need 100, I'm sorry, I've been saying 2 million blood over intent videos will get us to this holy hole. I'm telling you it's actually 144,000. Those are the people who have their names written in the Book of Life. And I'm telling you, if you would draw your video from, like all of us have our videos stacked side by side, blood is thicker than water. Let's say you're like, oh, you're satanic, you're Satan, you're the Antichrist, you're the Prince of Darkness. I'm withdrawing my video. You're going to be stricken from the Book of Life and you'll go blind shortly after. Go look at Roger Hogstaff. He published a video, Quasi-Luminous to Satan. Go look how whack job that guy is now, since he withdrew his video. I'm just telling you what I see, people. You don't have to like it. What you want to do is this. You want to write out on a piece of paper, specifically this. I intend to usher in heaven and earth, or I intend to bring forth heaven and earth, and drop a couple of drops of your blood on it. And then take that video and just publish it right beside the rest of ours in their blood over intent. I'm telling you that, you know, people ask me, how do you see all this stuff? Blah, 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 blah. It's because I'm getting everything I need to carry my intent to fruition. The spear of destiny stuck itself in me. And now all I can see is getting home, okay, to the Holy Grail, where every compass points to. It's right over there. I see it on everything. And, you know, you hear like Lilith. Somebody asked me to talk about Lilith. Lilith is the goddess of 1,000 names. Saturn is the god of 1,000 names. One side of a light hole is a black hole. It's very simple. We're all talking about the same thing. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is, they tell you, is one being. It's one side of a light hole is a black hole, and then there's the green astral jet coming out of the center of the dish. X marks this spot. It's right there at the center of our plane, and there's really no way to mess it up. You know, you can play stupid all you want. But, so Lilith, you know, and listen, Eve, the moon, a rib of the earth, placed up in the sky, it's sending down a square wave. Eve is conscious. The moon is conscious. Make no mistake about it. You want to see it for your fucking self? Hang a mirror from a string in such a way that a full moon light will bounce off the mirror and into a bowl of water. Okay, when you have the reflection perfectly that you can see in the water from the off the mirror into the water, you look at the moon and project a question at it. And then go back to and then look at the bowl of water, and you'll see Eve. We'll make a whole bunch of pictures for you inside that water. I made videos on this before. Alright, so listen, people keep talking about CERN. CERN is of no concern. It's a fucking money pit, people. There's really no way to screw this up. The sun is a sun disk. You know, you go church, you take communion, he holds it up. When I stare at the sun, what do I see? I see a disk. I see a sun disk. So it's shining out. It's a hole. You're inside. The sun is the collective consciousness of the whole, like you're in a black hole. So when I stare at the sun and I say, give me the knowledge of the ages, I'm telling you that the sun is the recording device that's recording everything onto the CD that you live. It's a CD because it's round. It's a cross-stretcher. It has one hole at the center. Okay? It's very simple. There's literally no way to screw it up. Now, I looked at this picture over here for a little bit, and it started to make sense to me. When you graduate from school, you're frozen in your pole. So they're showing you ice all the way around the flat earth plane. It's very, very simple. It has to be ice all the way around because it's super conductive. You're inside of a computer simulation right now. If you ever do get to the wall, you see the monolith, and if you jump over the wall, it's the Mobius strip. Okay, this has already been exposed, people. And so here, this planetary report, you know, they're pushing this idea of the light sail. Okay, and it's X marks the spot. To showing it. It's like, you know, all these people, and they, you know what they're getting when they buy this stuff? They're getting CGI and fake artistic images, and it's not what you believe. What the fuck do you intend to do about it? It's like, you hear he's a Bobby, that's what they call the cops walking the beats. It's a cop, like copper, like the sun. It's like it's the checkerboard hats, and the UK, they have the checkerboard sleeves. What I'm telling you is a Bobby. It's gay. It's like Dick Tracy. It's all homosexual magic. Okay? The gold fringe around all those flags at your children's school clearly states that they're in a foreign country when they go to school. Every building you go into and you see the fringe around it, look it up. You're in a foreign country. So when you go into court, if you see the gold fringe, it's telling you, look it up, that you are in a foreign country, people. Whenever you see that gold fringe, you're not protected by any constitutional laws. So here is the cube. You're inside the circle inside. There's the cube, and then there's a circle inside of it with the flat plane. It's one sun. One side of a light hole is a black hole on loop. It comes out of one hole and right into the other. So that's what the homosexual stuff is trying to push down our throats, but everybody's taking it the wrong way. All right, so again, the pole Eris is self-explanatory. It's the moon. You moon somebody. So at the center, the green astral jet comes shooting out, hits the parabolic mirror and showers down on you. Your vowels, they had two hidden vowels, which is Y and W. A-I-O-U and also the W. What we're looking at is in our vowels, and I know this because I wrote on paper, I intend to worship all, okay, the vowels, and somehow 360 days after I published my blood over my intent to the Ethernet, I was able to start seeing all this shit. That the symbols are the language of the universe and the conduit that your energy is flowing to. So it all boils down to this. So when the Jupiter, that's what we're going to. The Jupiter, right over here. We're going to Uranus. Okay? That if you want to escape and become an exclamation where you're no longer made out of clay and you're a super being, or you go back to your three-dimensional body above the waters. 144,000 people have blood to spill because they're living beings with bodies above the water. The rest of the people won't spill their blood because they have no blood to spill. They're dead with no flesh to go back to. So there's 144,000 people in here that have bodies to go back to above the water. The rest of the people have been uploaded into a computer and there's no bodies for them to go back to. You will be in here forever. So the 144,000 need to make it to the center of the dish, go to that Hyperborea place, and beam out of here. It's just that simple. And you can play stupid all you want. You're fucking retarded. If I don't step up to show you this shit, man, you can't even put any dots together, for heaven's sakes. You guys talk about demons. That's just funny. You're the man caught between the dimensions, okay? You're drunk on spirits. You beat your wife and do stupid shit like that. You have no potential when you're drunk and falling on your face. Okay, it's like you're possessed. Okay, that's why they say the spirits and stuff like that. And like I said, you don't need to do DMT. Look, marijuana is the Christ. A lot of people like to put that out, point that out. Is marijuana is because it's the most perfect thing. It cures all the diseases when you turn it into hemp oil and whatever. Any case, so this is very simple, people. There's really no way to fuck this up. You see this, and I see it's pointing to the holy hole at the center of the dish where everybody needs to get to before they're dead. The astral web that shoots out. You know, they show you these giant trees, these mountains are. That's crazy. They chop down these giant trees, and now, like somebody pointed out, Paul Bunyan and Babe the ox. Okay, that was his girlfriend, Babe. She was blue, and she was the ox. There is no accidents, people. So, like I said, there's no way to fuck it up. He's pointing to the holy hole at the center of the dish. We know this is how the symbol is supposed to be, because when we turn it over, you know, it doesn't make any sense anymore. So when you see the all-seeing eye of Lucifer and all that shit, you need to turn it over like this, because it's the black hole sun that's bringing all your shit. You lose your train of thought, that was the black hole sun. That's why you put a choo-choo train around your fucking Christmas tree. You walk into a church, you make an upside-down cross on your fucking head. There's literally no way to screw this up. And I know you Jesus freaks out there, you're going to get angry at me because, look, you need to spill your blood over your intent. Only the devil hides his intent. And until 2 million of us are, 144,000 of us are side-by-side blood thicker than water, nobody's leaving this fucking matrix. Bet your fucking ass on it, people. Now, what is clear is that we're at least 7 generations removed from this reptilian brain type stuff, and we're watered down enough to